I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. Where was your 2 cents when we was down bad broke? My mama couldn't keep on the light. No cat or no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change my life. I was grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo tinted. With my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch I work the hardest with it. Tongue out like I'm Jordan. Without me chanting my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this ring. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.
Fix my cheek real quick.
Baby, go. Yeah.
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm feeling my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You would say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me making rain in your hood like I weather the streets. So my label we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done Connie and Dylan. I got off the block. To the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck 'cause little shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flap. I don't care about no dissing 'cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it says you won't be in this if you don't make it hot like her. New deal, AP. I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z got the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. Put a bet in your head, it don't matter the price. Foot on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today. I done stepped in the field. I got time to play. And my exes are up there, time to wait. Blocking, I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm feeling my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
Now Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Metcalf for the first down, still without a doubt one of the toughest assignments in the NFL with his size and speed. 1,000-yard season for him and an absolute nightmare for any corner who matches up with him.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Metcalf motions left. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's Walker.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
Smith going to move him around.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Geno now to throw. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the high
That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
On the set.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We've got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Young now. Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got him. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Right, 97. Field, flat. Ready, set.
Now Young. This is caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Back to Walker on first down. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. And Walker once more. And he'll take it down shy to 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Great pickup by Walker. It was the second back off the board in the 2022 draft.
but he was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was the Rookie of the Year runner-up.
13 X.
On first down, Smith. And he's taken in by the tight end Finn. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Alert! Hey, it's a clip. Come on, shoot.
Now Gino on first down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
On the ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
In motion right, that's Marshall. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
Red, yellow. Faster, faster.
Now here's Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Ready?
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Now back to throw. This one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's go.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young.
He completes this one to Mingo.
Oh, some strong running. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. On third and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
First down, Carolina.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
Ready?
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a loose football.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And now Smith going to change the play.
Throwing now is Geno. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
On the return, Jackson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Let's go now. Blaster, 6. Smash, red.
Young to throw it. And Sharp calls it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Yellow. Right, white.
Looking to throw, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Young will set to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Young.
He had a man open, but he missed him.
Certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Oh, now is a punter, Johnny Hecker, who in fact grew up just north of here in nearby Bothell. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Smith. Flushed out right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
No ball, no ball. Middle.
Out of the gun, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins. Touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarter's number 1. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
A 43-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That throw by Young incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Young on third down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Julian Love.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
52 blaster.
Now Young. And his throw is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Young on 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the red zone now, Young. Open man, the ball comes out, and this
this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
38.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Young with it, third and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders from 3 yards out.
And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Hey, on turbo.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Again, it's Walker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Running left is Walker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Walker hitting the ball is is held. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Hey,
In motion left, that's Thielen.
red, yellow, red, cycle. Blue striker. Hurry, hurry.
Young now after the fumble recovery.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
Ready.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Check Fury. Check.
Another run here with Sanders. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And quickly, they get to the line. Third and short yardage, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Gino. And Walker has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
No balls, no balls.
They run again with Walker. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Smith here, an audible at the line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Strike! 53. 49, flip her up, 49. 13 next.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Young. Flush to his right.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Come on, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go.
2nd and 6 coming up.
22 meter. On the ball. Set.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Now Young. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready,
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Okay, ready?
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Second down, back to Sanders.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try to force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
Smash! Smash! Ultra! Go ultra!
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro.
The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Panthers have won the football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John got it. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, waiting broad day. Really short fuse, had a long day. Body like wow, like. Wait. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole